Good morning. It's Thursday, October 16, 2014. I'm Steve Miller, and this is the Asia Brief. Earlier this week, I mentioned that analysts suspected Beijing ordered the Hong Kong government to empty the streets before Monday the 20th. What started off as police calmly removing barricades to free up traffic turned violent Wednesday, as hundreds of police systematically and forcibly removed protesters from where they had been holed up. Numerous reports of beatings and the use of pepper spray flooded the media and social networking sites. Perhaps the most alarming footage that surfaced from the day was video footage from the local television station TVB. It showed 6 plainclothes police officers dragging a protester into a darkened entrance of a building where they beat him for 4 minutes. The territory security chief, Lei Tung-kwok, told reporters the officers involved in the incident have been reassigned and that an investigation is underway. Amnesty International said the officers must also face prosecution for what it called the vicious attack against a detained man who posed no threat to the police. At least 45 have been arrested as police continue to clear Hong Kong's transportation arteries. The crackdown will continue, and authorities have asked protesters to relocate to area parks. To be sure, we're entering a new phase of this protest, one the students may not be able to endure. Beijing has repeatedly said it will not change its mind on the issue of universal suffrage and may no longer even support negotiation with protest groups. The government is also stepping up the domestic rhetoric, accusing foreign interests, such as the United States, for instigating the protests. They're taking a more adversarial tone, much the way they did with the protesters in 1989. Sources believe the central government will not sweep in like it did with Tiananmen Square, but feel this does indicate Beijing may still call upon the PLA to bring order to the situation. Stay up to date with what's happening in Hong Kong by following the Asia News Weekly Twitter and Facebook feeds. Coming up at 12:01 a.m. Friday morning, the Milken Institute's Curtis S. Chin takes a closer look at Hong Kong's financial future in our weekly digest. North and South Korea held senior-level military talks on Wednesday, discussing a pair of incidents last week where both sides exchanged fire. Generals and government officials from both sides met for 5 hours in Panmunjom, the first such meeting since 2011. Nothing was resolved in the meeting, and no date was set for a further round of talks. A United States Marine has been charged with the murder and the death of a transgendered woman who was found strangled in the Philippines. Private First Class Scott Pemberton is in U.S. military custody, and it's expected Filipino authorities will ask that he be turned over to them. Jeffrey Laude, who is also known as Jennifer, was found naked with her head in a toilet in an Olongapo hotel room shortly after midnight Sunday. Quote, "We will not accept anything less than justice," said the victim's sister, Mary Lou Laude. Thank you very much for listening today. The Asia Brief returns on Monday. The Asia Brief is licensed under a Creative Commons Attribution 4.0 International License.